Welcome back to the pregame. Time now for our Fulwider Insurance Agency talk with Coach Butch Pedersen. And Coach, come into week number 2 here with a 1-0 record, and that's because of basically a solid all-around team victory on Friday night against West Liberty.
We played extremely well. I thought, you never know what you're going to get when you have a bunch of young kids playing. We played 7 fresh, soft kids in that game, and they played extremely well. They played extremely hard, and they had a lot of support from their upperclassmen that were encouraging those kids in kind of a tough ball game.
Well, it's a tough ball game, and when you're in those, you really need all aspects to be clicking. And it wasn't 100%, but it was pretty close. And you look at how all 3 phases performed. Special teams in particular, had over 30 yards advantage field position over West Liberty. How important is that special teams performed so well to give a short field for the offense and a long field behind the defense?
Well, I think it's critical. We've always stressed, 1/3 offense, 1/3 defense, and 1/3 special teams. But a lot of coaches do that, but you got to actually follow through on it in practice. And our practice schedules are completely different this year. We have a segment timer, and we're very tempo-oriented, and we infiltrate our special teams right into the offensive phase and the defensive phase throughout the practice.
Well, and it seems to be working, and I think the thing that's helped a lot too is, you look at the kicking. Javier, he's been able to get some hang time and get some depth on it to be able to pin teams deep. And then Bo Cornwell, 2 kicks inside the 10-yard line, one of them at the 1. You can't ask much more from a punter.
No, you sure can, and the rest of the kids did a great job as well, and we were just extremely pleased with that.
Well, and you look at defensively, and West Liberty had a couple of drives early on. They were moving the ball pretty well. Said it felt like partway through that second quarter, things started to change just a little bit. Really, in that second half, the defense was a completely different unit. Was there something that you saw that changed with this team, or what really led to that they were able to slow West Liberty so much?
Well, I think we made some adjustments at halftime, which we always do on offense and defense, and I think those adjustments were satisfactory for us. I thought that our conditioning was very obvious in this football game. I thought that, we really, really condition our kids hard. That's kind of a thing of the past, except at West Branch. We still condition like we used to condition when I was in school, and I think that's paid off many, many times. If we're close in the fourth quarter, I like our chances.
Well, and you like your chances when you have an offense that really didn't look panicked. West Liberty would score, we'd fall behind, and the offense just came out, and it was like business as usual. We're just going to stay focused. And I think really that started with Bo Cornwell, and he made a lot of good decisions. I think times that last year early on you might have seen him force a ball or really try to run and find himself in trouble. He was able to throw it away. He was able to keep a drive extended just by making the right decision.
There's no question about it. He played a great football game. He's been doing a great job in camp, and I think that's important for us to continue to have him. He's our trigger man. There's no question about it. And I thought Tanner at a running back really improved a lot as the game went on. And all of our receivers have very good hands, so we have a lot of weapons in the passing game, and we also can run the football. So when you're diversified like that, it really puts a burden on the team that you're playing against.
Well, and that team tonight is West Burlington Notre Dame, and they're a 3A school. They come in, and that offense is going to have to be diversified. You and I were talking a little bit during the week. They run a 3-5 defense, and said it feels like their philosophy is we're just going to disrupt you so you can't run an offense, and they basically are slanting everybody every play. So talk a little bit about what the key is for this offense to be successful.
Well, they stunt a lot. We've been working on the stunt package all week long, and we're going to continue to do that because we have an idea what they're going to do. They're going to bring the house a lot, and we have some things that we're ready for when they do that. And defensively, we're going to do a lot of the same things that we have done, except we have some new wrinkles that we've also added. And I think we add wrinkles all the time throughout the course of the season, so we want a little change up every time you play somebody.
Well, it's a process, and week 1 to week 9, you want to see so much improvement. So just throwing those little things here and there, and like we said, this is the final out-of-district contest before district play gets in next week. So big opportunity to really work on fine-tuning some of those things as you move into the heart of the season.
There's no question about that. And with a young football team, you never know what you're going to get. But I think this team is going to give us good effort all the time. And again, that's one of our mottos this year is perfect effort. And I thought we gave perfect effort last week against West Liberty, and we hope that continues. But you never know. We're going to keep pushing them in practice, and when they're going to get better all the time.
Looking for that perfect effort here tonight, taking on West Burlington Notre Dame. Coach, thanks very much for joining us.
Well, thank you very much.
That is Coach Butch Pedersen. Tonight's chat with him brought to you by Liberty Communications. Back with more of the pregame. This is the Bearcast at westbranchfootball.com.